The Pittsburgh Steelers got their first update on Aaron Rodgers, and it's not a good one. The Steelers could be without their starting quarterback in Week 12 against the Chicago Bears after ESPN's Adam Schefter revealed that the Pittsburgh Steelers, at least initially, believe that it is some sort of break in Aaron Rodgers' left wrist. He's going to undergo further testing on Monday morning. But initial tests and the initial diagnosis leaves the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback with some sort of break in his non-throwing wrist, which you can look at and say is a positive that it's not his throwing arm, and maybe it doesn't impact things the way that it would, but it has to impact something. There has to be some sort of pain level or risk of further injury or hurting his ability to do something. There's no way that the Pittsburgh Steelers would be without their starting quarterback, or any NFL team would be without their starting quarterback if that starting quarterback was capable of playing no matter the injury. If Aaron Rodgers' left wrist didn't impact a single thing that he does, then he would be on the field. But there has to be some sort of pullback, some sort of reason change that happens with Aaron Rodgers after a break in his left wrist. What does this mean for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Well, it means that Mason Rudolph's going to most likely get the start against the Chicago Bears. That could be bad news for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is historically great against the city of Chicago. He's made it known numerous times that he owns the city of Chicago, and the Bears are the team that cannot beat him. He is their kryptonite, and even a surging Bears team may be in a bad spot or a worse spot with Aaron Rodgers there than what the alternative is going to be, which is Mason Rudolph. I'll tell you this, on the positive side of things, the Steelers get some look at Mason Rudolph. They get some look at a potential future 2026 quarterback candidate. And you could say that's crazy. They would never. Where else are they going to go? Kirk Cousins, Joe Flacco, Kyler Murray. It could very well come down to Will Howard versus Mason Rudolph. And right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers would get an early glimpse at least one of them. I have a lot of faith in what Mason Rudolph can do as a spot start quarterback in the NFL. I don't know if Mason Rudolph is a Super Bowl winning quarterback in the NFL, but I do think that for a game, maybe two, maybe more, Mason Rudolph can be a winning quarterback in the NFL. The Steelers are historically not great against the Chicago Bears, especially in Chicago, which bodes against their chances to beat a surging Bears team. Aaron Rodgers would have been a fix there. That fix is gone, at least for right now. The Steelers will practice Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They'll hold a walkthrough on Saturday. Aaron does not need to practice at all throughout the week, but if he is on the field at least once, it shows that there's a high likelihood that he's going to play on Sunday. Knowing Aaron Rodgers, at least just from his time in Pittsburgh, it is hard to say he does not want to play against the Bears. It is hard to say that he does not want to get that one last shot against his biggest rival of his NFL career on the road in Chicago. It just adds up. It's the perfect formula. It's a massive game for Aaron Rodgers, and the Steelers are 5-4, and they are 6-4, and they still lead the AFC North. But now you're looking at it and saying you got to protect the future more than the now if you're the Steelers, because you still have 2 games against Cleveland, 2 games against Baltimore that could decide the division. If that's the case, I mean, you play it cautiously. You do not rush things if you are the Steelers, and that may mean that Mason Rudolph is their Week 12 starter.